St. Louis U High has been one of the largest feeder schools to the Archdiocesan Seminary and the Society of Jesus for over 100 years. And while being a feeder school for the seminary and the Society of Jesus is a huge honor for us, it's not the most important. What's most important, I think, about St. Louis U High and our tradition of faith and service is that we are forming young men to listen carefully to their greatest desires in their hearts, where they and God are talking one-on-one together, hearing God call them to the life that He wants them to lead.
Being a man for others means treating everybody with love and respect. Then you're also challenging yourself to do something that you would not normally do. I think we should strive to be that way because Jesus was like the perfect embodiment of what a man for others is, and He gives us His grace through the sacraments, and we cannot repay it. So we have to do what we can to try and be like Him through the grace that we're given.
You know, the senior project opportunities really kind of bring that all together. You know, it's an opportunity for them to go and really take a deep dive into another culture, a culture that in some cases they've studied for a long period of time, and in some cases it's brand new to them. But I think every St. Louis U High parent, student, alum understands how special Senior Project is.
It was eye-opening. It was very much so, very rewarding. And I know from listening to Joe and Wayne, who were instrumental in getting this project going, that there was a lot of discussion among the faculty as to whether this was a good or not so good idea. But obviously it was a great idea considering where it is today and how it's continued on. Right.
Senior Project began as an idea back in the 1970s, and it's one of these things that is a cornerstone of the faith and formation program that we have here. That every January, every senior for the last 50 plus years has gone out into the world and ministered to his neighbor. That's such an important thing for us to remember, that we take time away from the school part of school to do what God Himself asks of all people. What we're providing here, the education that we're providing, is of course rigorously academic, but it's much deeper. It's at a formative level for our students. And so when I look out and see these boys in this chapel praying, I hope that they hear the voice of God that I myself heard on my senior retreat when I was in school here, telling them how much He loves them, and hoping that they can hear God calling them to a life of service in the church and in their communities.